What's happening, folks? We rapping. I'm waiting on you. We having our discussion. Waiting on you. We just finished getting our workout on. We just finished getting our, hold on, let me show you what we did tonight. For those who hadn't seen what we've done, what we got done earlier. Boom. The bands. Hey, Denise. What's going on, Denise? How you feeling? What's good? Hopefully you've had a great day. You ready to chop it up with me for a little bit? You have a good day? Hopefully you did. I know my day stays full and my day stays active. Hey, LaRock. My day stays active, it stays busy, but it's all rooted toward making y'all better. So I can't complain. I probably have the most fulfilling, and I can't even call it a job. Because it's something I love to do. I probably have the most, it is not a job. I have the most fulfilling life. How about that? I have the most fulfilling life, period, because I get to serve and I get to make people better. Hey, Pearl Dora. So what we're talking about tonight, let me tell y'all what we talk about tonight. Tonight, we're talking about something I posted up on the live page. And what I posted was, what has your weight cost you? And I was looking at some of the answers, and it ranged. And let me tell you what some of the things, a lot of the answers came back to. The most popular ones, okay? We had a lot of them that said health. We had a lot of folks that said relationships. We had a lot of folks that said job opportunities. A lot of people had and it was cool because everybody was honest, because a lot of people would say, I really hadn't missed out on nothing. Yeah. Tell that lie to somebody else. Right. Because at the end of the day, somebody is missing out on something. Because there's always a requirement for everything. And the unspoken thing is, wait. And nobody talks about it. But come looking a certain way on a job interview versus somebody that looks the part. Okay? Those are the people who get it. You see what I'm saying? And it's not right, but that's how it is. So it's kind of like, you can either spend your time, crying about it, or you can do something about it. And that's the beautiful thing about this page. LaRon, let me patch you in. Let me patch you on in here. Let me see. Let me talk to you. Let me add LaRon. Let me talk to LaRon, because LaRon has lost almost 100 pounds on my program. 100 pounds on the program. So I'm going to see if I can patch her in to talk to her to see, what does she feel like she's missed out on. So I'm trying to patch her in. Hopefully she can be patched in. He says inviting. It's trying. Or it's trying. Lord, is it going to let her come on in? Is it going to let her? I don't think it's going to let her. It's still inviting. But long story short, and what I wanted to get across to y'all is this, okay? Let me give you something good. If you don't like your situation, and this is what, and as I was reading, I was looking at everything, and I was thinking to myself, long story short, you can change all of it. Your situation, and that's the beautiful thing about the program. We don't just get satisfied with where we are. You know what I mean? We just don't get satisfied with where we are. We press past all that stuff. Let me see if I can get Pearl up in here. Let me see if I can get Pearl up in here. So, what I preach daily is don't get satisfied with where you are, because if you don't like something, you can always change it. You know, if you're not in love with your situation, guess what? You can always change it. Hey, Pearl Dora.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, tell me some stuff you feel like you've missed out on because of weight.
Oh my God, I've missed out on so much. Better opportunities such as jobs. Some is because I've gained so much weight that some places didn't want to take the opportunity to let me try because of my knee injuries, and
Huh.
that they felt like I was too heavy.
So what brought upon the weight?
I had got hurt on the job and I had 5 knee surgeries.
Mm.
So I sat home for almost 5 years trying to recover from injuries.
So
And I got,
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I got kind of blackballed because nobody thought that I was good enough to take the chance on, because they felt like, they thought I was hurt. So they felt like, well, she's not going to be good enough to do this job. She's not going to be good enough to do that job because she's a little too heavy.
So when you walked into somebody's office, did you feel like it was already a wrap as soon as you walked through the door? Like there's no
Yeah,
way I'm doing it because of how I look.
yes. Because I went from a person that I was like 175 pounds before I got hurt. So I was a size 10. And
Mm.
I went from a size 10 all the way to 230 pounds.
How did that affect your confidence?
It brought me down. It brought me down, Coach, because I felt like, I don't know, it just brought my spirit to where I was like, oh my God, I just cried by myself.
Really?
Yeah, I had a husband at the time, and my husband felt like, okay, well, you gaining weight, you're not trying, but how are you gonna try when you on crutches for 5 different years?
So how did that make you feel when you were, even getting criticized at home?
Bad, bad,
And
bad.
you've lost how much so far with me?
20 pounds.
Come on, 20. So how has that made you feel to be able to turn that thing around just by losing 20 pounds? How has that affected your confidence?
I feel awesome. I feel awesome. I mean, it makes me feel like, I could do almost anything. Had you not came on TV that one night and I said, okay, I got to get in touch with him because I got to lose this weight. And, I had to hear my mom's like, my mom's living like, open door, you just too fat. You just too fat, babe. You got to lose this weight. You're not going to be able to do nothing if you don't lose this weight. So everybody was bringing me down because everybody was used to me being this little girl that was about this big.
Right.
And then I went from this big, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I can do this now. I can do this. I'm not going to let nobody tell me, oh, Pador, you can't do this no more. I'm going to do it.
So my big question to you is, what will it mean for you to go back to the weight of the old Pearl Dora and make it look even more sexier than you were before? What would it mean for you to go back to that person, but only sexier?
It would be a blessing. I mean, awesome. Words can't even explain. I mean, I'm kind of feeling that now. I'm feeling myself a little bit.
And you look,
I'm
high
still,
five the phone, high five the phone, and you should, and you
yes,
should,
I'm
and and,
feeling
I, and
myself.
and you know what? And you work hard and you show up every day. And I think the big takeaway that I want people to get from your 20-pound weight loss is this: your current condition doesn't always have to be your permanent position. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you were stuck at a
I'm
certain
stuck.
weight, and unless a person would have made that their identity and thrown up the white flag of surrender. So I commend you for not taking on that identity and just, pressing past yourself. And now look at you.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what.
I just feel awesome. I mean, truly feel blessed for you to take let me be a part of your guys, your brick houses. I'm gonna be
No,
that brick
look.
house.
Look, you are my brick. Quit. Look, you my brick for now and forever, and I'm so proud of you. But you know what?
Thank
They ain't gonna
you.
be ready for you in the next few months, though.
It's
I'm
so
just saying,
hard. It's
huh?
it's hard. I tell people it's really hard. You got a person that went from 5 surgeries and 220 pounds, and I struggle with some of the exercises. I sent you my videos. You seen them. They be
Yes,
ugly, but I
yes.
do them.
You know what?
I
But
do
but
them anyway.
but you know what? To your credit, you still get it. You still get it done though, and that's the beauty of it. Because again, a lot of people in your situation will be like, "I can't do that," but you do it anyway. So it's kind of like to say, if you can do it, nobody else has an excuse on why they can't. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's what's up. Let me see if I can plug Tony in. Okay.
Okay, awesome. Love you.
Love you, baby. Tony, see if I can Tony. See if I can add Tony. Hey, Candy. Hey, Erica. Hey, Nikisha. Hey, Tasha. Thank you for hanging. All these beautiful people up in here. But yes, again, at the end of the day, right or wrong, people always are going to form an opinion of you. But even though somebody might see you a certain way, you can't get trapped into an identity because people will try to typecast you. People will try to pigeonhole you and basically try to keep you where they think you are. Oh, she's big. No, you just have to have the mentality of I'm big at this time. This is where I'm at right now. But again, your current condition isn't your permanent position. Your permanent position is to be your finer and your better self. That's where we're going. So as long as you keep that in mind and you don't get discouraged, especially by family members, you'll be okay. Because again, I always say, who needs haters when you have family members? So don't get distracted. Don't lose faith. Always keep the end result in front of you. In other words, always know what your end result looks like and stay focused on that and stop worrying about, you know what, I'm at the biggest I've ever been. I can't believe this. This, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Always comparing yourself to your former self because think about this. For a lot of y'all, I'm pretty sure at your smallest, you probably thought you were big. Hey, Nikisha, how you doing?
Oh my God. Hey, my phone.
Lord, did you come? What happened? You were here, but now you're gone. Lord, did you? What happened? We had you. Lord, she gone. We did have her, but she gone. We lost Keisha. We done lost Keisha. Let me see if I can bring Brent in. We talking, we hanging, having a good little old time talking. But yeah, the beautiful thing. Look, the beautiful thing about weight loss is it's a decision. Weight gain decision. Every decision. Bing, what's happening?
Hey, coach.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, for those who don't know, B lost 50 pounds on the program in 2 months, almost 4 years ago. She's managed to keep it off, looking awesome, looking beautiful, killing it, working out. You'll see her on the videos, working out with us. But explain to me life 50 pounds heavier. How was life 50 pounds heavier for you? And what did you feel like you missed out on when you were heavier?
Oh, for me, it was kind of wanting to stay home, not getting out, not enjoying yourself,
When you lose the weight, you feel excited about getting dressed and getting up and getting out, you know. Heavier, I was kind of just boring and wanted to kind of sit around and wallow in my sorrow. As you know, at the time that we first started working out, me and my husband had just separated. So I was already kind of in this lull, in this, you know, funk or whatever. But losing that weight kind of just gave me my life back, definitely.
Now, when you were 50 pounds heavier, did you feel like you lost your swagger? Did you lose your confidence?
Absolutely. You do. I mean, at the end of the day, whether you want to admit it or not, you know, you lose your confidence. You don't have that swag about you when you step out. So,
because you've always been smaller, right? Up until.
Yeah.
Definitely. So how was it going from always being small to being 50 pounds heavier? Did that hop on your mind? Did it weigh on you?
Oh, absolutely. And the crazy part about it, I don't know if we ever talked about it. The crazy part about it, my now ex, was doing, he had just lost a bunch of weight. And it was almost like he was losing, I was picking it up. So it was the craziest phenomenon. But at the end of the day, I was always a small one, and he would get in my head and say stuff like, you know, if you just work out, you can easily, you know, lose 10 or 15 pounds real easily. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to lose 10 or 15 pounds, but you know, your heart and heart, you know, you need to, and you got to. But at the end of the day, I just couldn't make myself do it.
So explain life now. I mean, explain you in terms of you lost the weight. So how much better do you feel about you? I mean, because you were talking about earlier how you like to stay in the house and really not do anything. Explain life now. What's life for you now?
Oh, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. I'm always out now. I had kind of wrapped my whole life around being mommy, you know, and it, you know, my daughter would always say, I'm your wife. I mean, I'm your husband. She became my spouse. But now I'm out and about. I have friends, you know, new friends that I hang out with. My family members don't even know this Brenta.
Wow.
Because I've gotten my life back and not, you know, cease from centering my life around everybody else and taking charge of my own life and not letting life live me, you know?
Right. So you lost the weight. Did it kind of give you permission to be a little bit more selfish when it came to you? Because a lot of times when people gain weight, it's because people neglect themselves. So when you drop the weight, go ahead.
Absolutely. You end up making everybody else a priority, and while you stand in the background, lacking in your self-confidence, lacking in your physical health, and really and truly serving everybody else out of an empty tank. You know, you're operating off of fumes and you're giving everybody 100%. And when you get home, you have nothing left for yourself, i.e. doing your cardio or, you know, engaging in a program like this. You can't do it if you're on E. You've given everything else out. You've exerted everything else out. However, now, as I make myself a priority, this program becomes a priority. You know, this is a part of my life, and everything else has to get in line behind that. And that was new for me. I'm everybody's girl. Like if you act like you got an issue, if you act like you need me, I take on everybody else. I used to take on everybody else's issue. That's not me anymore.
That was you.
Selfish. I'm about to right now. Huh?
But look, when you were 50 pounds heavier, you were saving everybody.
Yeah.
And really not even having the energy
so funny.
to save nobody.
Huh?
I said, and really not even having the energy, really, to save anybody.
Oh no! At the end of the day, what you think is your best is not even your best, right? Because
right.
You're just out here. You know, you don't even have a best because you're operating off of, you know, your tank needs like high grade fuel and you got cheap gas, you know. So
Right. So let me ask you one more question. One more question. What was your turning point when you finally said enough was enough? Was there a certain situation where, you know, maybe you tried on some pants that you were like, this is too big? What was the turning point for you when you just said enough is enough? I need to turn this thing around.
When I became, you know this, when I became infatuated with shoes, like I found myself like always buying shoes because it's easy to go to the shoe department, you know, and try on a pair of shoes. And so I walked out of the store one time with like 7 pair of shoes. And when I got home, I had nothing in my closet, you know, to wear with these 7 pair of shoes.
Right.
And it hit me like, you're really like, you know, you're settling, you know what I'm saying? And then finally I was like, I'm not going to keep buying bigger clothes. I'm not going to keep pushing past clothes. And it was just, I decided I wanted more for me. And I saw Shantara's story out on Facebook. And I was like, I got to find King Crooks. And
you found him.
The rest is history. Yes, and the rest is history. But at the end of the day, it is a decision. It really is. And being dogmatic, like you're very dogmatic, you're very like by the book, but being dogmatic, and if you say, you know, don't eat, if you say eat half the plate
eat half the plate, right?
Yeah, it works. It works.
That's what's up. Thank you, B.
Yeah. All
right, babe, buddy. And that's what I'm trying to get across to everybody who's on this page. Look. Everything is a decision. You may have missed out on some stuff, yeah, but everything is a decision. Turn this thing around because you can. Everything in life is a decision. Make the decision to turn this thing around. I'm here to help you. That's why I put you on the page. I'm gonna help everybody that's watching this thing right now, just like I've helped these beautiful people here. So this is your time. You got to make the decision to turn your life around. Again, weight is not a death sentence. It's not a terminal illness. It's something that you can turn around. And again, it starts with a decision. Make the decision that this is your time and you deserve it. Again, we're going to work together to change this thing around because your current condition isn't your permanent position. Let's become the better version of you because, yes, you do. You deserve it. So let's get it. Love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. And again, you don't have to miss out on anything. Everything that you've lost, and let's proclaim this too, everything that you've lost, everything that's missing from your life, we're going to reclaim. You know, I'm going to make you so banging, you ain't even going to miss the person who didn't want to fool with you because we're going for better. We're going for a bigger level. We're going to play bigger. But again, everything starts with a decision. And again, I'm here to help you and I'm going to help you. That's why I created this group so we can talk things out and we can work through things. And you can also, you know, hear success stories like Brissa of somebody who started off just like you, who, you know, had gained 50, 60 pounds, you know. But again, she could have been like most. And she could have made the decision of, okay, well, I am 40 and this, that, and the other, and people my age really ain't trying to look better. No way. No, she just decided, you know what? Buying shoes. I need some more banging dresses that makes me feel good. Because again, that's what a lot of people do. People focus on their hair, focus on their nails, focus on their shoes, but don't address the real problems or address the real issue, which is that thing right there. And that's what I'm the king of, and that's what I'm going to help you take care of. I'm going to help you take care of your temple, and I'm going to make that thing look so ridiculous. So let's go. Look, thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me. And we're going to do this again. Shoot, we're going to play again tomorrow. So come join me tomorrow. We're going to talk this thing out. We're going to work through whatever issues you may have, and we're going to do it together. We're a team. We're a family. And thank you for joining me. And we're coming back tomorrow. I see you, Shamara. Who else I got with me? I got Janelle. I got fella Rita. I got Aaron up in here. Thank y'all for hanging. We're going to do this again tomorrow. Let's talk. Let's rap. But most importantly, let's get this right. I'm going to get all that right, but let's get this right. Let's get our swagger back. Let's get our mind right. And let's get that momentum moving forward in all areas of life. So let's go. Love y'all. Have a great night.